Bermuda score a shock 1-0 win over El Salvador, with Lightbourne's 32nd minute header increasing their chances of making the third round.
Excellence in proximity. Bermuda's boldness to believe.
Lo vieron Starton Lewis buscando esa pelota sobre el área, viene el cabezazo. ¡Gol!
21 square miles of Bermuda love. 65,000 strong. That's right. Our size is a strength. No matter the stage, sport, or strength of the storm, we rise above, soar above, fly above, punch above our weight class to be world class. World Cup 2026. It's our time, Bermuda. Why not us? Bermuda love.
And welcome to this pregame show here on IslandStats.com. I'm your host, Earl Baston. Joining me is co-host live at the stadium, Andrew Griffith and Garrett Punchy Dill. Gentlemen, welcome to this pregame show. You're at the Florida Stadium, at Southfield Stadium. They're at the National Sports Center. We're there. There must be the build-up towards this match. But first, let me just set the tone. At the Florida Stadium, it's not just about football today. Today, September 5th, the island of Bermuda marks the 23rd anniversary of Hurricane Fabian, a moment of devastation, but also a testament of the incredible resilience and spirit of Bermuda, who rebuilt and came together in the face of adversity. Tonight, Bermuda face a challenge of a different kind on the pitch against the mighty Jamaica in a crucial World Cup qualifier. Just as the island faced the storm, the team must now face its biggest test. This is an opportunity to honor the past and inspire the future, as tonight we start our journey towards the World Cup 2026. Gentlemen, take us through what you're feeling at this time. I'll start with you, Griff. What are you feeling as we draw nearer to the time of kickoff?
It's like, I guess, a wave brewing in its swell, getting bigger and bigger. So by the time kickoff happens, the tsunami is going to crash on the shore. It just seems like it's building as the stadium fills more and more.
Punchy.
Oh, wow.
Give us a sense, because you've been in this position of playing for Bermuda in crucial stages. So give us a sense of how you're feeling now being a past player.
Well, firstly, this occasion is just unbelievable. Even it's a wonderful time for us, for Bermuda, and being in this position that we are, it just seeing the passion and the people coming through the gates in the pink, and what it means, and the stadium is sold out, and it's just you just feel it's like an electric in the air, it's just this electricity in the air. You coming through the gates and people, their horns are honking. It's a wonderful feeling for a country, for what's happening here. And with Jamaica, Jamaica and Bermuda, there's always a game. I guess it's always been that way. Even when I was playing and had to play against the Jamaican national team,
Right.
It really is a fest. It looks like I tell Griffin a festive occasion. Until 7:00. Until 7:00.
The exchange.
It's everyone's talking and the pink shirts, and for me, it's like, wow, this is one of the first times I've seen it. And Griff was telling me when they were playing El Salvador. I think that's when I was living in England. But it's Earl. I'm just saying, it's electrifying. It's wonderful, and I was seeing the teams come out. Me and Griff was watching the teams come out, even Jamaica, and everybody seems to be calm. The players too. They're waving to everyone, but they know the task ahead of them.
Yeah.
So most of the people that are here were here early. We were mulling around. It's the media, because they have to set up and get ready.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all remarking that we all want to see what the stadium looks like when it's absolutely full, because it rarely ever happens. So that in itself should be a big thing to see.
Yeah, definitely. And let's what are you hearing about others? You just said other media are around, but what are you hearing? What have you heard today on the streets of Bermuda, or even through this past week from football people.
Yeah, Earl, the business I'm in, I'm talking to all the football followers, and who have been long-time football followers, but haven't really been going to local games. And all of a sudden, everybody's got a ticket to come to this game. And yeah, I told, hey, my friends, hey, you going to the game, Danny Town in North Village? Oh, no, I'm not going. No. But today, all last week, I just heard all the time about everybody trying to get the tickets to come to this game. Again, it's been well advertised. I've seen it on the Caribbean station. It's supposed to be broadcast like ESPN supposed to have it. So especially with having the television rights and having the CONCACAF qualifying rounds being televised, it's remarkable.
I think I would call it the general sentiment is amongst football people. I say it's cautious optimism because we know that they're ranked higher. They have the caliber of players that they have. People are born in England that are now playing for Jamaica, so they have a bigger pool to call on. So we know that they are ranked higher than us. Football people know, and it's a bit of an uphill task, but some people are optimistic that maybe Davis could strike down Goliath. That's the general sentiment. People don't have any expectations that we're going to come out here and we will pull off a 4-0 win or something like that. Maybe we could sneak one out or get a draw. That seems to be the feeling amongst football people, amongst football enthusiasts. Some of them have unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, but it's funny because I've had conversations with people today of just that, where some people's expectations are Bermuda win this, like you say, at 4-0. And, the other funny part is you have some even in the media that don't cover sports but are up there now covering this game will write that Bermuda should beat Jamaica, and the reality is it's going to be an uphill battle. Not saying we can't do it, but when we just need to be, as you said, cautious amongst the football fraternity. Will tell you, okay, we have a chance because when we start, the game is 0-0. It's just how we execute, and that's going to be the important thing: how we execute the game plan tonight. We don't know the game plan. I guess we'll see it when the whistle blows, but it's how we execute what that plan and what they've been working on all week. Looking over the far side, obviously, how do you feel as if that far side is starting to build and swell like remember when it was just the bank punchy?
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You couldn't see the grass.
That's for the late ticket people who try to get the tickets late, who got the tickets late. But what Griff and I have noticed, because at the gates on that side, it's lots of people. Maybe just the security for security reasons. It's moving a little bit slow. But from what I've heard, that side is going to be sold out, and that's usually it's going to be sold out. As we look now, as you can see, one section is it's getting there. It's probably 3/4 full.
Right.
But people are streaming in.
My fear is, because this happened the last time it was sort of, I think, against Trinidad, is that people come with the same expectation of a regular game, but it's more security, it's more procedure to go through. So it takes a little longer. But I'm hoping maybe, and back then, they used to take cash and you could buy tickets at the gate. But that's no longer the case. So it should move smoother. But what happened last time is that people came too late. And they ended up getting in, a lot of people, 20 minutes into the game. So as I look at the far side, it might be a quarter full right now. So that my fear is that in an hour, like the other 3/4 may not all get in, and it's going to be people be upset that they don't see the beginning of the game.
Right. Well, hopefully.
So if you're out there and you're on your way, get her faster. But don't speed. Yeah. Definitely not on Harbor Road.
Aren't you glad the game is today and not yesterday? Because
that would have been problems.
So you say you guys have seen both teams. Take us through how you think the Bermuda team is looking as they've arrived at the stadium, and as they get themselves ready to warm up.
Yeah, well, I was over near some of the players as they were out on the field. They have a little walk around, they have a little chat with one another, they're talking. Some of them got their earphones on, but they look a little bit calm. They look calm, you know. Like I said earlier, they probably until the 7 o'clock, the warm ups, when you come on this field and you see the stadium full, it becomes a different atmosphere. It becomes different. But they look like the tuned in. Finley looks relaxed. Finley looks relaxed. He's out here, and I've been watching his body. His body movements just looks relaxed. Jamaica were down on the far end on the southern end, just having a chat amongst the players. 7 or 8, but I didn't get that close to him. But they were just having a chat. There wasn't no. They were just again the same thing, procedures, walking about, and what was very, very evident is, like I said, but I looked on the size of Jamaicans, and again, we're talking about the physicality, what you also spoke about, and that's the first thing I noticed about, you know, they look like, you can see the height of them, and it's gonna be really interesting again. And let me talk about getting back to players here because I'm closer to the Bermuda players. Like I said, and the key Wells put their hands up, waving to people, but I know he's really tuned in. I
Right.
mean, he's probably played in these atmospheres before, especially in England. I'm sure he has. You
Yeah,
know,
definitely. Yeah.
That's what hits. That's what strikes me when I see the same as Punchy, the Jamaican players. Maybe
Uh-huh.
because we don't see them as often as we do the Bermuda players. It's just the size and the craft. Like they're just like they've been eating a lot of yams in Jamaica. Like, they're big boys.
yeah,
Understood.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well, let me just say we're joined by Dr. Ty Douglas. Ty, welcome. What are you feeling right now as the game as we approach the game?
Bermuda, what's going on? It's your guy, Dr. Ty. Listen, I'm excited. I'm here on the swimming pool side of the stadium. I've got the Haywood clan. Is that right? They know what time it is. I'm feeling Burmy love. Talk to the people. How you feeling? Come on. We here. We here. Listen, we here. We here. We here. I'm feeling a lot of love on this side. Why not us? It's our time. The people are ready. If you're not here, you missed out. Go buy your ticket right now to that Trinidad game and that Curacao game because our country is ready and we showed up tonight.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, make some noise, people. Burn it up. Let's go. Let's go.
So Ty, you're amongst the people. What have you heard yourself? You just arrived in Bermuda this morning. You've been flying all night, but you wanted to be here. What have you been hearing all day?
Yeah, what I'm hearing amongst the people is excitement. This is a generational moment, right? I mean, we have footballers from all the different clubs. I'm seeing guys in the parking lot. I've got a young North Village player here. He's coming to dap me up. I'm seeing generational excellence. I saw a Cougars player. I'm a Dandy Town guy, but I'm shouting out. I'm saying, ole, ole, ole. Like what we're feeling is this moment where the country recognizes how special it is for us to be in this position. And the country is ready. The people are coming together. I just want to give a shout out to the BFA. When you have presidents like Mark Wade and you have David Sabir, folks who are here all day preparing for this moment, Craig Tyrrell and the staff, Maurice Lowe. This is a moment where the country has come together to support our Gombe Warriors, and you can feel it.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do, we'll catch up with you in a little bit, Ty. You can bring us another update as you get into the grounds and so forth.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
I need a couple of folks to drop in the chat some hashtag Burmy love. It's our time, why not us? Bermuda, we love you.
Right on. Well, guys, let's talk a little bit about the technical, because obviously, like you both indicated, you've seen the size of the Jamaicans, and I'm pretty sure they're in numbers in the size, not just a few like we do. Like we have a few size players. Where what do you think would be their strength? Aerial and ability to hold off players. Is that what you anticipate from a Jamaican side?
Yeah, I made some notes about, like, let's say set pieces against us, from corners, maybe free kicks up around 18-yard box. That's what I will be a bit concerned. I will be concerned about that in terms of, will there be a plan for us in terms of defending those aerial attacks I'm talking about from set pieces. That would be my question. The other thing about winning the one-on-one battles, which is, Jamaica, Trinidad. I was talking to Griff about it, and I talked to another gentleman about it, about the physicality. Whenever we come up against teams like Jamaica and Trinidad, who wins those one-on-one battles.
Mhm.
And I've seen a lot of times we come out on the losing end of that. And I made mention of the under 15 tournament that was played just about a month ago. We were in the tournament we played against Trinidad.
Mhm.
And we were in the match. But physically, I think they were a lot stronger than us. No, technically, we were probably a lot on the same level, you know. But I just think when I watched the individual battles, we came out second best. And this is what I'm hoping that we could do tonight. Probably win our one-on-one battles, especially the aerial attacks that we're going to be up against, especially on set pieces.
Mhm.
So I think because of the size, I think they will try to bully us using that size, and and we have to know that's coming, and we'll try to combat it and probably coach them. But sometimes you run the risk in trying to be more aggressive than you normally are or picking up cards. So that's we got to be careful in that, and then also with 4,000 or 5,000 people screaming for you, hopefully you don't get carried away with the emotion and the euphoria and do things like challenge wise or tackling that you wouldn't normally do. So hopefully we can stay at 11v11, but sometimes the passion and the euphoria get to us. So hopefully we can keep our heads and fight, but fight and keep it clean.
Yeah, I did mention that about the emotion to Coach Finley when I spoke to him earlier this week about how to ensure that the players understand that emotional part, because we've seen in the past where the emotions get the better of us and we end up doing things that we don't normally do, and it comes back to haunt us at times. But he said that he was going to talk to the players, stress to the players about staying within themselves, but making sure that they do the business that they have to do, so that we shall see how that materializes. I think a lot of players have never played in front of what they're going to play in front of tonight, and a player like Naki will help calm those nerves for some in just talking to them about it's football, guys. Don't worry about what's around you. It's between the lines kind of thing. And I think advice like that will go a long way for players, because like you said, Griff, you got 4,000 people shouting out your name. Got to be good or bad. If it's bad, the more you try to do good, the more struggles you have. So it's about staying within the movement in between the lines, for sure. Punchy, let me ask you, because you got into a Bermuda team when you was quite young, and you would have played. I mean, when you traveled, you'd have played in big prods. So what was some of the advice given to you by some of the senior players to make sure that you stayed within the moment, as opposed to allowing it to take over and you do something rash?
Well, good question, Earl. I was always when I was playing with the Joe Trots and my brother Cal. You talking about George Frankman and Marcus Hunt. Um, those guys always look like they're as calm. Um, in the scenarios, even when they were on the field. I remember the views on Santo Domingo. He was playing for the games, the Pan American games, and
Yes.
we beat up. But the the point was, I never saw him frustrated. I saw him, with just. I was just amazed, because when you see him at that level, playing against like Mexico, and I was like, wow. And I always got the training was always top notch. Put your effort in training. That's when we was with Alan Jones, and
Hmm.
you saw the results. Um, Being around senior players, especially at my age, at 17, my older brother was always what they did on the field, and they come off, staying calm, playing at your best, putting the fight in, putting the work in. And it's amazing. I think that's the same thing we've been looking for tonight. Leadership, which is most important, leadership on the field. And then in those moments when you were being outplayed, or what you're not having a lot of possession, it's time to make sure that we concentrate better. That's most important.
Yes, yes. Griff, I'm going to ask you a question, because you've been on the inside of the association, administration side, and having to deal with World Cup qualifiers and international matches. Just take us through, like, from the inside looking out, of what you experienced in preparing for an event such as this.
Well, I think a lot of it's changed as well. The bulk of it is the tickets. It's the the sale of tickets, running it through the office, but that's all outsourced now through G-Pass. But in the office itself, those are the only tickets that are sold. Then you have to deal with the sponsor tickets, player tickets, family. So it's, that part it is a lot of logistical work, and then you have to deal with all the people that are here. It's not just the opposing team; it's officials, it's media, that's everybody else, and it's a lot that goes in it. So each member of the executive will have their task, their assignment for the day, and it's huge because you have it's about I say 30 ball boys here. Somebody's assigned to the ball boys. Somebody's assigned to go around with the match. The match commissioner has overall control of the game, not
Right.
BFA. So somebody's assigned to assist the match commissioner with whatever they need. So there's a lot that goes into it that people don't really know about.
Yeah, I could only imagine because, like you say, it's right down to the fine details. And one of the things FIFA have guidelines and a timeline for everything that's allowed to take place on the day, and they are down to, and the match commissioner is down to a T where he's saying this has to be done by this time, this has to be done by that time, and it's something that a lot of people don't see on the other side. They just, they see the BFA people, and the first thing they say, oh, they're all dressed up in their suits, and they all just want to be proud, that type of stuff. But it's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes to prepare for an event such as this.
It's a lot of stuff that goes on before they get here as well, because leading up to this, months and months before, they will have been here and they would have assessed the adequacy of the hospital where these players are hurt. They will have assessed the hotels that you want on offer to the players to make sure that they're of the standard they expect. So it's long gone are the days where you can put somebody in a substandard hotel and hope it affects the play. You can't get away with that anymore.
Yeah, but we put about where it can.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly.
That would no.
Maybe it did in 1960 something, but not in today's football.
We could always put up the dormitories at one of the hotels that are closed. We'd be all right. But Griff, it's interesting. We look at the tournament itself. The qualifications will decide the 45 teams that will join host Canada, Mexico, and USA for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. CONCACAF, 3 hosts have already been qualified. We just named them off. But looking at that first round,
the players are just coming out on the field.
Well, yes, that's the horns going off, and the computer's getting excited, as well as Jamaica. So yeah. But Griff, looking at the qualifications, if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Griff? Looking at the qualifications, give us a rundown of that first round of qualifying for the World Cup qualifiers.
Right. So the first round, that was the quickest round. That was the team seeded 29 to 32 in CONCACAF.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have played home and away, and then the winners of those got to advance to the second round. And then the second round, it had 30 teams. So those teams played, they were into groups of 5 teams.
Yes.
So from that, you get the qualifiers. There were some that were already the highest seeded teams waiting. So the 6 teams that came out of that are now playing in this third and final round.
Yes.
So this third and final round it's 12 teams into 3 groups of 4. So the winner of each one of the groups will advance to the World Cup. So in Bermuda's group is, of course, Bermuda, Jamaica, Curacao, and Trinidad. So I saw the rankings today. I think they have 41 teams in CONCACAF.
Yes.
So as of August 31st, it's Mexico, Panama, Canada, Costa Rica, and USA. That's the top 5 in that order. So in our group, Jamaica is the highest ranked, number 7.
Yes.
Trinidad is 10. Curacao is 11, and Bermuda is 21.
Yes.
Again, Bermuda is the lowest ranked team in this group. So we now have to play the top ranked team in our group, and hopefully we can make something happen.
Yeah. Well, let's quickly jump back to Ty Run, Dr. Ty. Ty, Doc, he's muted he's having a talk there. Let's see if he can get his attention.
It looks like he's having fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We would have switched places with Dr. Todd.
Yeah, he gets excited when he sees his people. So, so Punchy, from a football stance, looking at those rankings right now, rankings actually they mean a lot, but when it comes to the game, it kind of doesn't mean anything right now because everybody's at 0 and it's an opportunity. But it's a tall order when you're talking about the 7th ranked team in the region. We're 21, trying to overcome and overshadow a nation like Jamaica. Just looking at it, what do you think Bermuda has to do tonight to be able to just overcome that challenge?
I'm sure the players have heard that story also, about the comments about who they're playing against.
Mhm.
And I'm sure, it's a lot of them, most of them playing overseas. So they've been through this, but this is a different challenge for them. This is definitely a different challenge for them. I think what's most important for me always is starting good, Earl. Against Honduras, we started well. We were 2-0 up, and then all of a sudden, in those moments where I keep saying in the moments that we lapse in
Concentration.
concentration.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think tonight we should try to take the game to Jamaica and don't sit back.
Right.
I just think that at times when we play against Honduras, we were on them. I would think that for the first 10 or 15 minutes, let's get the crowd involved and go for it. Go at Jamaica. Close down these spaces. If they ever, make it difficult for them to play in the first 15 minutes. Let them see what the challenges they face here. And I read McLaren's statements about, they're coming in expecting to win with the quality that they have. But on the field, sometimes when you come to a place you never played or you never Bermuda, some of the guys that have been playing the Jamaican national team, it's like, oh, it could be sometimes our advantage. So it's important that we start good and we stay locked in and focused. That's most important. And we don't give up an early goal.
Yes, which is
But
important.
it's the last 15, 20 minutes. That's when you tell the difference in fitness and where substitutions can come and play. Because it may not necessarily be a lapse in concentration. Because if the guy that's on your side is fitter than you and you're not, you may not be able to breathe. So concentration is out the window when you're struggling for oxygen. So
Yes.
it's a game of attrition as you wear on in the later stages of the game.
All right. Yeah. But let's bring Dr. Ty in.
Listen. Hey, it's all happening. Look at this crowd. It's all happening. So look, here's the thing, right? We got love for everybody. We got a little one love for here. Let's put a little one love. Big up. Jamaica all the way. And now it's just Bermuda all the way too. It's a lot of love here. You know what I'm saying? Man, I see all the people. I don't want to call names, but I see one of our legends over there. One of my legends. Can I say your name to the people? I can't say them, but look at our. Okay, this is the great Clarence Nicky Saunders, people. Come on.
Oh,
Hero.
brother Clarence.
That's you, man. Hey,
Man, jump over that fence, man.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the people,
Tell
I
him
need to
to
say,
jump over the
Bermuda.
fence.
Why not us? It's our time.
It's never why it's our time.
It is us. It's our time. What up, man?
He could touch the crossbar
Hey,
easily.
Hey, come on, Bermuda. Hey, this is the place to be. This is the place. I know. Hey, good to see you. So look, I'm running across the street, cousin Earl. I need to show you something. This is when you know it's on fire. So, Shannon Burgess in the press conference, he talked about when he was playing how there was apparently a house and people were up on the roof of the house.
They
Let me
knocked
take
it
my
down.
time. I don't want to get run over. Let's see if I could just. That wouldn't be good. So we'll go across right now. Sorry, I'm jaywalking. All right. It's all
You're not
happening.
in the
Apparently
US
there used to be a
anymore.
house up here. But look,
Yes.
it ain't no house, but we got a truck now, and the people are here.
Oh,
Talk
boy.
to me. Talk to me. You and I in touch right now. You and I in touch.
Bermuda.
Oh.
Hey, tell the people, You're going to buy your tickets for Trinidad right now because you don't want to miss out the next one.
We already said that.
All right.
We already said. That's right. Place the Santa Price. Meetings are so long-winded.
But long-winded.
Tickets, but it looks like
Go buy your tickets.
yes. Try to get
Can you look at this camera and tell the country, why not us? It's our time, Burmy love.
Why not us? It's our time. Love. But if you have any summertime, take a little trip to Bermuda Island. Bermuda.
Hey, it's the crowd is here. The traffic is lined up. Cause if you are not here, I don't know where you are, but this is the place to be for our country. This is a special moment. We're about to put ourselves on a world stage.
This is the first time I made it so far.
Okay. It's just, so anyway, it's all happening. We got photographers here, videographers here, usually behind the camera. We're excited, Coach, because it's special. I hear the teams on the field. I'm trying to get back inside so I can see the teams on the field because that's a special moment when they run out.
Yes. Well, join us again before we go off at 1:45 to bring us another update, okay?
All right, I'll do that. I'll try to get one more for you on the inside this time.
Okay, all right. Great stuff.
Burmy love.
Yes, indeed. Well, guys, you could hear the excitement on the outside and we see the lines. Griff, you talked about the lines and the game kicks off in some 35 minutes. You know, and the line, so people hopefully and I can see that it's starting to fill up over the far side.
It's all I say is about half on the far side.
Yeah. Right. So if given that patience and so forth, and then it's an opportunity for the BFA to note for the next game. If that's sold out, then we need to open the gates just a little, maybe about half hour earlier and get
the minister's now approaching.
Yes. Well,
yeah. Probably you've been on the line with him.
Yes.
Right?
Right?
I don't see that.
Yeah.
Right for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Step on into the camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Minister. First of all, welcome. It's exciting times for the country in this World Cup qualifier. As the sports minister, take us through what emotion you're going through as one of the leaders of the country.
Hey, first of all, it's great to see you. Good evening to your listeners. And I was out early at the fan zone at about 5 o'clock this afternoon, and the excitement was building even then. Walked into the stadium just now. Former premier, I saw him walk in. Ewart Brown. It's a big game when Ewart Brown flies in for it, right?
Right.
But also, it's an hour before game time, and these grandstands are almost packed. Even on the other side, that's where I grew up watching football over there. On the Frog Lane side. So it's really a mix of emotions, right? Excitement, anticipation, nostalgia, taking me back to childhood days and watching the likes of Sean Good, Kyle Lightborn, Streaker Adams, and them guys, and a lot more. You know how they say when you start calling names, you leave many out. But it is. I mean, it's an amazing feeling, and it's really good to have my son and my daughter here with me tonight. So they could experience this, historic run in this new format to the qualifying. So this is 1 of 6, and we're looking for results in 6 of 6. So that's how I'm feeling, Earl.
Sure. And I'm pretty sure you had a chance to have a few words with the players themselves in the build up to this. What has been your message to them?
Well, to be fair with you, once they come in and they get on their training camp, I do not bother them. So I have not had any words with any of the players. You know how I stay, Earl. I have a relationship with everyone in this country, and as we always say, sports matters. So it doesn't take a big game for me to start speaking to the players. They know who I am. They know that they have the government support, and it has always been kind of customary of us to let them get in the zone, let them focus on their training, and when the game is over, we will give our congratulations and let them know how we feel about their performance. But right now, it's game time and they are in the zone, so we'll let them stay there.
So let me ask you a question, because there's a lot of heritage of Jamaica in Bermuda and in our government. What's that banter been like behind the scenes? Because I know out front, everybody's got to be dressed like you are.
Well, I'll tell you this. Anybody that is rooting for Jamaica today, knows better to talk to the Minister of Sport and tell him otherwise. The Minister representing sport for Bermuda. So I haven't heard anybody say otherwise. One of my former students up the fan zone was dressed in a Jamaican jersey.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't get away with that in certain parts in England, right?
Right.
But they allow him to get away with it, and it was good camaraderie, right? I heard the Gumbays licking off behind me, so I guess the fans are starting to come over. The DJs are playing, the ball boys are warming up. It's electric, Earl. It is electric, and for anybody that is not here and anybody that is following online and following your coverage, thank you for bringing it to those that can't be here. And hopefully in a couple hours time we could no matter what the result, we feel very proud to wear this pink and blue and to support the pink and blue here today.
Yeah, well, I'll let you go and get your kids settled and be ready for the introductions and all that. But thank you very much for joining me and joining us here on this pregame show. And again, all the best to Bermuda. We look forward to a good performance.
Absolutely, and to you and your team, Earl, thank you. And as I always say, much love for you. All the best as you continue in your recovery. All right, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you. Appreciate
no worries.
it. Okay. Yeah. So Griff, let's get back into
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, yeah.
He's assured me that I won't be the only one in a pink blazer the next time for the next game.
You started something.
Yeah, he sure has. Yeah. Everybody's saying, look at him. Oh, wow. Yes. Yeah.
He said, Punchy, he sent me a picture of him earlier today saying he's ready for the game. And the first thing you saw was the bright pink jacket. I said, man.
English Sports Up. You're doing.
I just to say,
He needs a contract, but he needs more shop.
Up. I need sponsorship.
Yes.
But getting back to these qualifiers, we're in Group B, Griff, and obviously later on this evening, Curacao and Trinidad will take to the pitch in Trinidad, and then obviously both teams, we depart and Jamaica depart tomorrow. We're heading to Curacao, and obviously Jamaica is going home because they face Trinidad at home. This group is just about all about history at home and making sure that you take care of your home leg. For Bermuda, how vital is it that we just at least maintain some defend your home ground? That's what we used to say.
I think that's key because we can't forget. Like, we always want to win, but we mustn't forget the top three go through to the World Cup in here. But the top two second place finishers in the groups,
yes,
they have another chance to qualify because one more team will go through out of the Interconfederation knockout. It'll be 6 teams in that. So what has to happen if Bermuda manages a draw or whatever, you also have to goal difference will probably come into play.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lose, like a 1-0 loss is much better than a 5-0 loss or a 6-2.
Yes.
You don't want those big goal differences. So we have to, if something happens, we have to contain and make sure that, like, once you pull the string, you don't end up with a big goal. So we got to try to consolidate and do the best we can.
Yeah, and Punchy, we look at our team or we look at the squad, and we could see that defensively we have to protect right away. That's been something that we need to make sure that we look to do right from the whistle, marshaling the defense, and we've seen over the last few games where we've been able to hold teams. How important is it that we show that strength at the back?
Earl, that's vital. That's so vital. As I said, what I had spoken about earlier about the concentration, the lapses in concentration, especially when we're under siege, I call it. How well we can do, how defensively, and a point I want to add also, be interesting to see how Finley sets the team up.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be interesting to also. Also, I mean, we're going to have a bit of the ball. I'm very sure of that. My concern also would be the supply route to the key routes, and
Right.
so the support that he gets. But going back to your question, your initial question about defensively, we've got to be solid. I think very organized again, and also when we're in possession, if we're going to play out of the back. Another good question: how are we going to again play out of the back against Jamaica? Will Jamaica sit back and let us play in front of them, or will they come and go? And the first 10 minutes of this game, you're gonna see what the what the strategies are for these teams. You will see it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I really am sure that again, what I said earlier about Bermuda going out and really putting the first 10 or 15 minutes, get the crowd behind it. It's mostly important when you're home games.
Mm.
Let,
Well,
let me ask. Can I ask both of you this? What's Jamaica known for in sports?
what's
Right?
Jamaican?
It's
Bobsled.
sprinting. They're
Yeah.
known for
Yeah.
sprinting.
Yes.
So what remains to be seen is, do they have two or three lightning quick players? And you can't coach speed. So if we find that there are three players that are fast as hell, like that throws a lot of the whatever strategy you hit. And I would assume they know are fast, but sometimes you can't tell until you're actually on the field and see it. If they have three lightning fast players, whatever strategy goes out the window, and you have to work how you can contain that speed.
Right.
Again, good point. A good point.
Well,
Very good
guys.
point.
Well, gentlemen, the team has been released.
Uh-huh.
Let me run down the Bermuda lineup. Dale Even Gould. We have Deniche Hill, Julian Carpenter, Harry Twite. It looks like Reese Jones, Reggie Lamb, Kane Critchlow, Willie Clemens, Nijai Tucker, Jair Parfit, and Naki Wells is the lone striker. So it looks as if we are set up more of a defensive way with Naki up front by himself. We have four in the midfield in Lamb, Critchlow, Tucker, and Williams. Williams one wide. Reggie Lamb's on the other side wide. And then we have the four at the back with Dale Even Gould. So on the bench, we have Detre Bell, Janai Butterfield Steed, Justin Donovan, Dante Levrock, Jatori Burgess, Coolidge Fubler, Keizai Martin, Kieran Richardson, Enrique Russell, Unde Todd, Razir Smith-Jones, and Lejon Simmons. That's the reserves for Bermuda. Let me just give you the last names of the Jamaican starting lineup. We have Waite and Gould, Lee, Lowe, King, Lambaska, Campbell, Russell, Hayden, Palmer, Cambertine, Pateri, and Sigpas. That's the starting lineup for Jamaica. They're playing with one up front as well. So both teams are kind of set up similarly in the style of play with one up top. The Key's going to need a lot of help up there to try and negate some of whatever the Jamaicans are going to throw at them. Did you hear what's your thoughts on this starting lineup, Griff?
Well, of course, Jamaica has an abundance of players that are playing in professional leagues. And although it might not be all English Premier League, there's quite a few championship players. There's a few in the Division One. So they have, I think, one's in Scotland. So they have players of high caliber. So it's how we can meet and neutralize that caliber. That's what remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But one thing it did interest me because I asked when we saw the warm ups and everybody came to the field. We asked Zico Lewis, "Hey, are you ready?" He's like, "Yeah, been out, but I get on." So I think he was a little annoyed not to be started, but you want those players come off the bench to be hungry because we're gonna need them.
Yeah.
So
Right.
hopefully when he comes on, he has a spark and is ready to go because I think the physicality of these Jamaican players will wear us down. So I think the substitutes, if it's a 0-0 game at 70 minutes, we're going to need quality substitutes to come on to try to finish the game.
Yeah.
I think, very, very, very much so. I think Enrique Russell, I'm sorry, Enrique Russell is also a good addition to in terms of speed, how they want to play. I'm not saying that he will come on and replace Key. That depends how Finley setting the team up. But usually, Russell can also play wide. And here's a definitely a counter-attacking option to bring off the bench for speed, similar to Damari Gray, um, that will be playing tonight. So again, that the way the team is set up, it looks to me like they will start off defensively, on a defensive nature. But I hope again that in those moments that we, the early parts of the stages of the game, we stay compact. We don't give them much passing rooms in those lanes, and especially again going back to set pieces. Defending set pieces very important. Very important.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the last time the stadium, I think, was sold out was when we played Trinidad, and I think we were drawing Trinidad towards the late stages of the game. I think it was either a corner to Honey Parian or a free kick, and they scored. So again, these set pieces, like you're saying, it will make a difference, especially if they have a lot of height, which they do.
Yeah.
Which they do. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's been something that we've talked about in the past. What is Bermuda's strength? And one of what we recognize right off the bat is knocking the ball quickly on the carpet. Use your short shuttle speed, to get off the man that you're on and receive the ball, but also attack with what we got, talent with what we got. But as you've indicated, Griff, Jamaica is known for speed, and they're going to want to bring that aspect to the game, to be, like you said, bully us off the ball and use their ability with that little bit of speed to advance a little quicker. So we just have to be aware really, really quick and understand that we need to negate some of those things and cut those passing lanes off and be disciplined enough not to give up free kicks in dangerous areas to allow them to come forward in numbers and in height.
Yeah.
So cognizant of the time, I know it's about 8 minutes before we start. I know we wanted to discuss the whole use of VAR in Bermuda for the first time.
Yes. So very interesting that it's only going to be used in certain situations. It's not going to be what we see in the Premier League in England. They're not.
Right.
They're only going to use it for certain situations.
Do you know what the situations are?
I believe they're just going to use it for offside
Offsides?
and goal line. They're not going to
Goal
use
line
it.
or offsides. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's an interesting aspect of it.
So, do you know how they have it set up? Because I know a lot of the stadiums on they put a lot of money into it. They are outfitted for the cameras for VAR, but
Right.
I said we are not. So I think it's some sort of makeshift system that we're
That
going
they
to
put
use.
up, and that's probably why they're only going to restrict it to
Right.
to goal line technology and the offside. Because if you talk about the VAR system that they use in the Premier League, they have so many different cameras coming in.
Cameras, yeah, they have a lot of cameras.
Yeah. Before we jump off, let's jump right back to Dr. Ty, and then we'll wrap up with you two guys to get the last word. So let me just bring him in.
Listen, folks, it's all happening here. We are actually as close to pitch side as we can get, making our way around the back to the concessions area. And it's just buzzing. People are excited. Four horns are being blown. The teams are warming up, as you can see behind our host there. But just an electric atmosphere. I'm going to see if I could find somebody. Let me see if I can find somebody that might give us a little Bermuda love. I don't know if I can run up on anybody. We might have somebody. I don't know.
You're walking a little slow. You're walking a little
They want a
slow.
little energy. Can we give them a little energy, my guy? Woo, we got a little energy. We got the Energizer Bunny. We got the Dundra. Come on, talk to the people. This is Island Says. Talk to your island about Bermuda love and our excitement. Come on.
I'm so excited about this game. I'm a little upset 2 players didn't come to represent Jamaica, but I'm here to represent my country, Bermuda.
Yeah, man.
And hey, when you see Bermuda, you see me.
Hey.
See me? Come on. I am Bermuda.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
Listen to my words.
Hey, I look to the camera and say, it's our time.
It's our time.
Why not us?
What?
Why not us?
Why not us?
Bermuda love.
Bermuda love.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
That's up.
Always take my team. Yeah, man.
Well, Ty.
So yeah, that's Ladundra Bailey, one of our top entertainers, comedians. We're here in the concessions area. I'm not gonna put cameras on folks, but I want to make sure you can feel the energy. We got a young baller walking across us right now. He's walking across. He's looking like he might want to talk to us. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Man, we're excited. It's amazing atmosphere. I don't want to turn the camera just in case folks don't want to be on camera.
Right,
But
that's
hopefully you
fine.
can feel the energy and the excitement in the stadium. Stadium looks like it's filling up swiftly. President Mark Red, good to see you, Press. We're actually live on Island Stats. Francis is able to us. It's busy, but we appreciate you. Actually, we got folks here. The governor here. I guess here.
Oh, welcome.
Burn me love. Thank you. Right? We'd love you to look at the camera and say, it's our time. It's our time. Why not us? Why not us? Burn me love. Burn me love. There we go. Thank you so much. Yep.
Well,
All right,
Ty,
so
I want to say thank you very
Freeman,
much.
how are you,
How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. Do you have 10 seconds to talk to Island Stats to tell the people we're excited about what's going on tonight?
We're incredibly excited. It's very full, but that's the way it is, and that's the way it should be. So we'll look forward to a great victory day, historic victory.
Yep.
Gombe Warriors will take the Reggae Boys down.
Can you look at the camera and just say, burn me love?
Burn me love.
Let's get it. Appreciate it. All right, folks, we're excited about crowd, the atmosphere, the dignitaries are coming in. I ain't gonna lie, folks, I just want to make sure that I could just say to the people of Bermuda, thank you for getting behind this team. We have 4,200 tickets to be sold, and or 4,500, I believe, and the hope was at least 4,200 will be Bermudian. And I don't know what the numbers are, but it's close. It's close. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this brother in because he's got on a Liverpool jersey, and we just signed a new striker. Show that. I'm a little biased. I'm a Liverpool man, just in case. For all our Man United fans, so I had to just stop in India. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But much love to Bermuda. Thank you for showing up for our country. This campaign is so much more than football. It's about our island, knowing how special we are. And as we say at Dandy Town, special people do special things. It's an opportunity to bring our country together, to be the smallest nation to ever make the World Cup. And so I left California last night to make sure I could be here on this island to be with my people, because we believe in my people and our people. So thank you so much for every person that showed up. Buy your tickets. What's up, fam? Buy your videos are absolutely amazing. Hey, what live renowned Island Stats? Can you just wave up to the people? Say burn me love. Bermuda all the way. Burn me love.
Yes,
Burn me love. My God, appreciate you, man. You too. One of our educators, everybody's here. The whole island's here. Educators, leaders, teachers, philanthropic community, footballers, cricketers, everybody's here. And we're excited to be together under the banner of Burn Me Love. Thank you, Bermuda, for being here with us in person and virtually. It's your guy, Dr. Ty. We'll see you perhaps at another game. I plan to be back to all of them as much as I can. So make sure you're here as well. Go buy those tickets to Trinidad and Curacao.
All right, all right. We'll catch up with you later. Appreciate it. Well,
All right, much love. Shout out to my family that's watching the caddy. Hey, one more thing. I'm gonna get my guy. Look at this handsome. Look at this behaves. Look at him. Hey, come on, man. We're live on Island Stats. It's my guy, my former goalkeeper. Yes. Talk to the people. Come on. Just love on Bermuda real fast. Just love on Bermuda. Tell me what time it is.
Hey, come on, come on, support Bermuda. It's a big game. It's a big historical moment for Bermuda. Hopefully we get the W, but just come on, support. Yeah. Thank you for the support thus far. Yeah. And big up to my guy.
Look,
for everything he's
look
done
in the
for
camera
Bermuda,
and
man.
say, it's our time.
It's our time.
Why not us?
Why not us?
Burn me love.
Burn me love.
Peace out.
Done. Bye.
Peace. Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
family. Much love, everybody.
Okay.
Enjoy the game.
All right. Cool. Well, gentlemen. Let's wrap it up from your standpoint. What are you, each of you? What are you expecting, or what are you hoping for at the end of tonight's match?
A respectful, a win would be more than enough, but a respectful draw, like Griff he's talking about, keeps saying, reminding us about goal differences. Make sure that, again, we keep this game tight. Most of all, again, with the cards here, and a lot of people from overseas will be watching the game that are moved from Bermuda. So it's a really historic moment. It really is.
The stands about 90% full now, and people are still coming in. So, again, my perspective, I think everybody should say the serenity prayer. Hope for the best, expect the worst, and take what God gives us.
All right. Okay. Well, gentlemen, we're going to be back for a post-game show after the match. So we'll say let's look at probably 5 minutes after the match ends. We see if we can have the coach or someone from the team to just have a comment regarding, and then you guys can give us a wrap up of how things materialized. Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Earl.
Take care.
Okay.
Bermuda. Enjoy the game.
We go have a post-game show. Thank you.
Thank you.